G'day mates, Homeslice here, and welcome back to Vampyr, up to part 14 now I think. We've just finished talking to Swansea here, and we need to head to the docks to put an end to Sean Hampton's savagery. Now it says on the right side of the screen there that I've got this widow in distress quest, but...
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't actually have any more points for that quest. I go here, here it is. And these are both ticked off, so I don't know. I guess, like, we'll get more details about it later. But yeah, I don't know why that one's on the screen right now. But yeah, we just met that new, like, fanatic guy. Wait, in the hideout. Someone in my hideout. There's a little point on the screen there. So I'm gonna go check it out. I need to get some more blood back for my combat, actually. No, looks like we're good. Wait, what's that sound? It's sort of like... I don't know what that is.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Yeah, it still needs water. Can I craft anything useful? Yeah, I've got 1 serum for everything, except I have 4 for that, but I still haven't unlocked those 3. Can I upgrade this? Probably not. Yeah, I need good handle parts. Well, let's have a look out here then. I assume the point on the map is referencing something here, right? Yeah, it's in this tent over here. Or behind it. Got this. Am I missing something? I'm like right here. Wait, if I hover over it, it actually... Lady Ashbury, new dialogue. I didn't see her in there. Where is she? Yeah, she's not here. She's in there. There's Harvey. What? Oh, here she is over here. Okay. Alright, let's have a chat.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
I'm partially responsible. Everything dies. Can we share this meal? What are these options?
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Have you killed this woman? Why is that even an option? And why is she like, oh, why would you say such a thing? Because we did bring him here. We just didn't know that he'd go crazy. Well, I guess we may as well ask.
Have you embraced this woman, like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Oh. So the guy she bit into when I was like horrified at that guy asked? Alright, well that makes things a little bit better then.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Yeah, she probably would be.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Alright, well, I guess I forgive her then if she didn't actually just murder that guy. she was still acting like pretty fishy around him, so I still don't know if, like that guy asked. Whatever.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was huge, yeah he was.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
Okay, wonder what his story is.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Advice taken.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is it God's will?
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Okay.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Yeah, they don't do that much.
Thank you, my lady.
They just sort of like blind you. Oh, we got another loot thing here. Some opium. Huh. Oh, he's fine. His voice sounded a little weird, but yes, we've got to go down here. So just straight down and into the docks. Who's that? Oh, it's that guy. And there's Milton and Pippa, I think her name is. But crap, what was I going to say? I've forgotten.
It seems the
Oh,
Freewen are
shit.
redoubling their patrols in the district. There must be
These
more.
guys, will they attack me when I'm...
No evil. We do the Lord's work here.
Huh. Oh shit, I'm gonna run. Oh god, there's a few. Shit. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Oh, that hurt. Oh, no, no, no. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Or just dodge. Zigzag. Oh, there's a few down there too. We'll run this way. Shit, everything's like leveled up. I'm under-leveled by like a pretty significant amount. So I want to try and avoid combat. Are we going the right way? Yeah, we'll get there from here. Oh shit, can we open this door? I don't think we can actually. Oh, we can, yes. Oh, well I guess it was just locked until plot reasons. Oh, cool. Wait, a train? Oh, we can't teleport up there. Cool, a train. Oh, what's in here? Loading screen? No, good. Oh, some loot. Some money. Safe and coding cover letter. Hello, Frank. How are you, my old friend? It was good to see you last week. Next time, let me get the rounds in. I hope everything is okay on your side of town. Here in your old neighborhood, the situation is getting worse. Clay's getting more violent every day and is only thinking about expansion, even when it seems there are some new players around trying to dispute our territory. The wet boot boys are in a bad spot, I'm afraid. So I thought about what you said last time we met, that you never regretted leaving the gang, that the only thing you regret is never being able to put foot in the East End again, to avoid a good beating or worse. Well, rest assured that you'd have my protection if you decide to pass by, and maybe we could Talk again about new opportunities and job offer. You know, I have always been good with the numbers, so maybe if you need an accountant in your company, let's talk about that, shall we? Say hello to your wife for me. Wet boot boy for life, old chap. Booth Digby. Oh, I don't know who that guy is, but seems we've got a new hint, and he's an old wet boot boy or something. So that could be useful. Can we teleport here? Oh, we can. And here. Okay, there's a fair bit. This is the North Dock. Oh, I don't need to be here. Alright. Oh, and there's a guy there. What level is he? Fuck, level 22? That's way too powerful for me. I'm just gonna have to, like, avoid combat at all costs. Because those guys will wreck me. I fought Dorothy and almost got her, but she was a little too strong. Got another door here. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Oh, here we are, right here.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for this guard of somethings.
Alright, well, let's have a talk.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reid. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me?
His wife. Well, let's medical checkup.
Can I offer you my medical help, Miss Cox?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, good. Life in London. You still use your husband's name about this part of town. We'll go for this first.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Wait,
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not at all interested.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Scary.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
Yeah, war and famine and disease is great, guys.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Is it not a little bit excessive?
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Sounds like a gangland or something.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
No. Wow, God. Fuck these people.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
You never paid him a visit at the Pembroke Hospital, did you?
And I don't intend to. In Clay's case, I'm not against a medical mistake or a little help from the Spanish flu.
What? Oh, these dysfunctional fucking relationships.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened?
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
Sounds like an old tribe.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reid, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
God, her and Clay are like perfect for each other.
Can I see what...
As long as you have...
Oh, you don't have any, like, good handle parts. No, I'm not done yet.
Good evening, Mr.
Hello again.
This.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Alright, now where's this other guy? He's... oh, right there. Alright, let's have a chat to him. Oh, he's just...
listen to what the idiot had to say first.
practicing, I guess.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reid, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Good luck with that. Are you a vigilante? No, he's like with the gang, right?
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
Concerned criminal.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Nice cop-out excuse.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi, I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
I thought Clay and Edwina were the leaders.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Oh, shit. Oh, I thought that backed out of the... Okay.
Do you need medical help, sir?
I feel fine, Dr. Reid.
Alright, good. About the man you killed, you are tired of this criminal life.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
That's it? You are wrong. Someone will kill you. Are you that heartless? Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. Right? Someone will kill him. Hopefully this doesn't, like, mean anything, like, with hints and all that.
I think you're wrong. Maybe the docks have always been violent, but you can't say the living don't suffer because of it.
And then what? Let the commies and the anarchists rule? Nah. We're the Wet Boot Boys. Our fathers died on these docks and they belong to us.
Whatever.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
That's it? Okay. Well, do you know anything?
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Alright, good.
Goodbye.
Hopefully this Tom Watts has some useful info. Doesn't seem to be anything back here, so... we need to talk to Edwina again. Because we got a new hint for her, so let's do that real quick. Here she is.
Good evening.
Hello again.
Personal. Here.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I sense a soft heart. I'm not that easily shocked. I think you manipulated him. All of these seem pretty reasonable to go for. I'm not that easily shocked. I don't really know what Jonathan will say for this one, so I'm gonna go for this one. I'll try be like nice.
Behind all your crude words and your attitude, I sense romance and a soft heart, Miss Cox.
Romance? I have no time for such rubbish. I use Booth like I use everyone else.
Of course. Failed dialogue option. Classic.
Goodbye, Miss.
So, the correct one was, I think you manipulated him, I suppose. Oh, we can open this. Lots of eat the rat. Right in front of them. I'm low on bloods and health, actually, so I need to eat more. Okay, what else do we have around here? There's not really many. Who's this guy?
Every night, a darkness, and every dawn, another death.
What's up?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions, or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
Okay, medical?
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
Yes, I have the correct one.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reid? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
That's fair enough, I guess. I guess some doctors could do that.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Someone in particular, probably the Wet Boot Boys.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Oh. Okay.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's this guy's problem then? He seemed pretty reasonable when I first opened the dialogue options here, but now he's a bit of an asshole.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
Someone bothering you. Well, maybe he's just like very, very protective and just like hates everyone because he's scared of them or something.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Well, we will have to find that for him.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just wanted to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Okay. Personal? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, they're friends or whatever. Oh, we can't actually go in there. What else do we have over here? I think I've been here. Isn't there, like, a body over there or something? Yeah, didn't the game start over here? I'm pretty sure it did. So I'm not going to bother going back over there. Pretty sure I've had a bit of a look around most of this area. Oh, that's, yeah, still open there. What else do we have? Any other people? There's not a lot of people here. How about down here? Yeah, I think I've been here already too. Yeah, we've been to that dock. Alright, well, let's go over here now and... Oh, we got a few more people. 2 people there, 1 up there. Alright, we'll talk to this guy up here first. Someone's been murdered or something? Yep, murdered. How do we get in here? Oh, door. Okay. Oh, we're knocking. Okay.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reid. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Let me in. Alright, well, let's do it.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella
Oh.
Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
It's that guy's mother. Oh, I thought we...
Too long, sir.
Yeah, your son will be around soon and he
It's locked.
probably won't be happy that we're here. But I need to loot before we talk. Eyes in the back of the head, eh? Who? Alright, nothing else, so let's have a chat. I was looking for, like, any note. Wait, what's this one? Nothing. Okay. That's locked.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Yeah, that's no problem. How's life?
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
The epidemic creates violence?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
What for?
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
That's how it goes, right? Medical checkup.
Mrs. Fishburne, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am fine for now, least in body. Thank you for your concern, Dr. Reid.
Oh, good. What else do we have?
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Damn, that'd suck.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
That would have sucked.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Probably had a pretty rough childhood. after something like that happening.
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
He must have, like, went crazy, right? Because when we were talking to him, he seemed like a pretty fine person, like he wasn't evil or anything, so it must have been like the flu or like him turning into a skull that like sent him over the edge. I don't think he's like a murderer.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What's your story?
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
Yeah, we have it.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good shit. Yes, God, I'm gonna need to make more of those. Arthadite. Oh, I don't want to mesmerize. Mesmerize, I'm pretty sure if you do that, it just like you can lead them to a place to get their blood, and I don't like want to do that ever. You could be like such an asshole with that. Like I could have just killed that old lady there, and I could kill this guy if I wanted to, just because I have enough mesmerize. But yeah, let's have a chat.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why avoid you?
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Why?
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Why is he considered a curse?
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
Memory issues.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the Wet Boot Boys and the Communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
I love how like the Wet Boot Boys have like an actual gang name, and the Communists are just called the Communists. That's pretty funny, I think.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough.
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
It's tragic. We are all alone. You should be careful. I mean, it is pretty tragic, so we'll go for this.
This city has abandoned so many of its children. It's tragic.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Oh, that's nice of her. What about Sean Hampton?
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man named Sean Hampton. I'm looking for him.
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer to avoid me.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not far from here. The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
Okay. It just said for this guy that we got a new hint available. But these are still like grayed out.
So long, Rupert.
But we can talk to this lady again. There we go.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course.
Okay, let's go in real quick.
There's real eyes in the back of that head, sir.
Oh, that's
Genuinely
still
targets
locked.
for
I
me.
went to loot it again.
What can I do for...
Personal. Oh, it's over here. Tell me about that orphan.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Yeah, that sucks. God, I thought that'd like lead somewhere.
Good.
Well, I guess we'll come back to her again once we've got more more hints. And I think there was a new hint for this guy.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Oh god, camera angle, please. No, okay.
Goodbye.
Guess I was mistaken. Anyone else around here? Yeah, he's recovering. He's recovering. Don't think there's anyone over there. Another train's going past. But yes, we've got this thing. Wait, there was a woman around here. Oh, this is the bar, actually. I remember. Well, let's talk to this guy first.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
Wow.
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Awesome. He doesn't realize that there's one standing right in front of him.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I appreciate your concern, but I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
Good. About this neighborhood, yeah,
What
what's...
can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
He's not wrong. He knows. Everyone would label him as like a loony, like he said, but maybe he's actually fought vampires. Who knows? Let's keep asking him some stuff.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Do you need help? How do you identify a vampire? Yeah, this question could be very telling on what he knows.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Okay.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. And they also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that?
No, he hasn't.
It's a dirty business, believe me.
That was totally a lie. We've already read about like the garlic myth, but I think some vampires still are actually afraid of the garlic because of like what they've read in regards to vampires, but according to that note it didn't actually work. Yeah, he hasn't killed a vampire, like totally, no way, judging by like his tone in that dialogue option there.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Yeah, they are a little militant, aren't they?
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
Yep, they just go around and kill everyone.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Okay. Do you know anything about Sean Hampton?
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
They're like criminals or something?
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Okay, well that went dark pretty quick, but you know, just 15 years ago in real life, it was a conspiracy that like the Catholic Church was full of pedophiles, and look how it is now. You know, George Pell, for example, is just convicted of shit like that. He only got 6 years, which is not long enough in my opinion, but yes, who could help me find Sean?
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool.
Goodbye.
But let's inspect this body now.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Of course. Okay, gather more information. Well, I guess we just talk to the guy. Oh, he has fatigue. He's still healthy. But we will continue this in the next episode. I'm really looking forward to finding the sad saint or Sean Hampton, because of like, I want to see if he's actually a crazy skull, or if he's an actual murderer, or if it was like out of his control, sort of like with Jonathan and his sister and all that. But yeah, we'll talk to all these guys in the next episode. Peace in the Middle East, and may all your games be good ones.